could I do that?
Plus, you get a lot of them from our viewers.
Oh, yes.
And you always give them
yes.
credit, you know, when they do. All right, well, we're going to recap a little bit, starting with your very first appearance on the Home Show, when the hosts were Rob Weller and Sandy Jones.
Carol, you'll like it.
She says, please don't call me a craft expert. I can't call her anything but a craft expert. Here she is, Carol Duvall. Hi, Carol.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And I hope you're going to be an expert again today because we've got some neat stuff.
Well, obviously you're going to show us what to do with some photographs.
Well,
probably those that we took over the holidays.
That's what I was about to ask you. It is now, and you too, it is now January 19th.
Uh-huh.
Do you know where your Christmas pictures are?
And from that day on, I was off and gluing. This geodesic playhouse cost $54.95 in the catalog. I felt wonderfully clever when I made it for less than 99 cents.
Man, that was some huddle.
I've been a recycler since before it was a word. Over the past 3 years, I've made patio candles from pop cans.
And so easy and so inexpensive. And these are a few that before you take them to the recycling, you reuse them.
All right.
You can take them because they're still aluminum.
A kaleidoscope from potato chip containers.
I should cut them. Let's do the other end. Give it a... Well, of course, that hole's awful little. I don't know if you can see it. Here.
This is exactly what I'm seeing right now.
And even made a bouncing ball from pantyhose.
It really does turn into a ball like this, and you can take a little stitch and go on and add some more until it gets to be the size you want.
You know, this would be kind of fun to do on an airplane, and it bounces.
It really does.
Then there was a time that Rob, Joanne Kern, Susan Lucci, and Richard Simmons helped me make these band boxes.
I think I had a nun in high school like you.
Don't let him have the glue.
Glue? Did somebody say glue?
How I got through that, I'll never know.
I'm done, Robert. Mr. Mary Margaret, I'm done. Robert, I got the wrong... Here, go cut that now.
And how's this for an original idea, making beads out of vegetables?
Now, you're stringing potatoes here?
Well, let me show you some. It's not just potatoes here. I mean, for example, we've got parsnips, and then here are some more parsnips, and these are the potatoes. I'm a potato? Yes, I'm also wearing potatoes around my neck.
Of course you are.
Oh, my Lord.
I've had a lot of fun with Carol's Christmas Corner, and 2 of my favorite ideas came from a viewer. Remember the Christmas trees made out of baby food jars?
All righty. And our last one that is so wonderful is an Advent calendar tree, which I think is perfectly wonderful.
But nothing can compare to the response I got when I made the nativity scene out of tongue depressors.
And notice the back, incidentally. Those are just tongue depressors back there, too. And here's our little baby Jesus. And this is also a tongue depressor that I just cut.
I think it's really lovely, but I wonder, who do you talk to in the middle of the night, Carol?
Okay, this may look easy, but let me tell you, it's a lot of work. Even Gary noticed that I work my fingers to the bone.
Everything on, and you put your houses, of course, that have your little...
What do you have under your
with
fingernail there? What is that? Huh?
Dirt. No, it's not dirt.
What is that? Is that from yesterday? Is that the same stuff I saw yesterday?
Shame on you, Gary.
No, it's terrible. We kid around, but honestly, this is the world's fastest. What do? You support several fingernail people. What are they? Manicurists.
They've given up on me. I
They
don't
don't
have
last.
any nails to
We kid
manicure.
around about
All
it.
kidding aside, doing the home show every week has been a real challenge. I never know where I'm going to pick up my next great idea.
Oh, cute. Look up here now. Don't do that. You're hiding.
Oh, God.
What have been some of your most requested crafts? I mean, it would be hard to tell. I guess you'd be able to tell through letters in the newsletter.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. And, of course, some of them are the same ones that I like myself. 2 things. One was really not a craft at all. It was a poem, and I'll read that. The other was the bow, which is not just for craft people. The bow on the string, which, of course, Minnesota Mining has manufactured in plastic, because they sent me all their patents after I did it on the show. I didn't know I'd stolen the idea. Anyway, here's how you can do your own out of any kind of ribbon, and I'm ready with you guys. In
Okay.
case you missed the first 17 times I did this, you cut a little piece of cardboard, poke a hole in it, and pull a double string through it like this. Then you cut your ribbon, and you'll have to experiment how long you want it. Just make sure it's going to end up being twice as long. as you're going to need. And you put this underneath there. Now we're going to staple that in to hold it. From then on, you're going to staple down here, but you're going to staple over that. You can feel it, so that the cord string or whatever you put in there will slip through. Now we're going to put those staples in an angle. The first one this way, the next one that way.
Yeah.
That's right.
And that determines how the bow collects at
this
the end?
determines the angle of the loops, and the distance determines the size of the loop. So, okay, there are some strings. Go ahead and pull and see what happens.
This is so fun. Look at that.
Everybody can do this.
Here we go.
Gary.
Yippee!
You put them straight across, you'll get to see Gary. Even you can decorate.
I love these. Okay.
The other
Oh,
one.
look how that one turned out.
Yeah, flat. You put them straight across.
Oh, that's
We'll
fun.
have those in the newsletter.
Okay.
We will repeat those directions. And the poem, too. Here's the little gift. And since this is Valentine's time and a lovely time for gifts, and I feel the same way about you guys, this is what it is. This is a very special gift that you can never see, even if you open it. Can you guess what it could be? The box is very tiny, but the gift is very big. It's bigger than a bread box, bigger than a pig. The gift would fill this room. It's bigger than the sky. And it's all packed in that little box. You'd never guess, so don't try. This little box is filled with love. And a silly laugh or two. So don't open it, but hold it close. It's from my heart to you. Happy anniversary.
That's adorable.
All right.
That's so
Thanks,
sweet.
Carol Duvall.
That's nice.
Next, Dr. Jay Gordon has an update on a medical condition that can cause lifelong problems.
If there's one thing I've learned in crafting, it's that you can trust Aline's products, because Aline is a crafter herself who insists on quality. For example, do your appliques fall off after a washing or two? Solve that problem with Aline's Hot Stitch Fusible Web. Look at the difference. Other products are extruded, random strings of glue, but Aline's is printed on with thousands of dots forming a sheet of adhesive. Aline's will hold better and longer. When buying off the bolt, look at what you're buying. You don't want this. You want Aline's Hot Stitch Fusible Web, the one with a sheet of tiny dots of adhesive. Now that you have the right fusible web, look for Aline's Embellish It book of fashion ideas and create a beautiful collection of stunning garments. You can count on Aline's for quality products and ideas that will make your crafting outstanding. When you want results that last, insist on Aline's Hot Stitch Fusible Web in the pink, purple, and gold packages, or by the bolt. It's available at fabric or craft stores nationwide.
When you need to have it right, say, I want Aline's brand. It's a sure way to obtain the results that Heidi gets porcelainizing it. Aline's brand is a superior product. It's easy to work with and it's not sticky. Needs only one dip for strength in a true porcelain look. Finish by following the instructions in Aline's Porcelainize It books. Over 30 full-color, actual-size photographs to guide you each step of the way. You'll love the results. Look for this Porcelainize It center at your favorite craft store. Remember, when you need to have it right, say, I want Aline's brand.
Crafting our way is easy and inexpensive. Many times we use what others throw away to create very unusual items for home decor and for fashions. And today, Heidi has just such a project with a brown grocery bag. Okay.
Brown bag with the copper patina look.
But let's take a look, first of all, let's take a look over here at this finished leaf.
I don't know what kind they are. You know.
Well, it's some type of a philodendron. That will give you an idea. Now that's
all made out of brown bag.
Right, and it looks like metal. And of course, you would pay what, $75, $100 for a real metal sculpture like that. Now let's see the procedure, Heidi.
Okay, using the Aline's Tacky Glue in the gold bottle, and you first squeegee it onto your brown bag because we're gonna create thicknesses of the brown bag first. We want a couple thicknesses. Okay, then I'm going to put in a wire.
Okay.
And the wire is put in mainly to hold it.
Because we're going to burn it. And when you burn it, you want to have something to hold on to.
Okay, then what you're going to do is to cut out your pattern.
Okay, now you do a pattern of a leaf on there. And while you're cutting that out, let me show what's going to happen. Not only do you make home decor, but let me bring this up over here. And you can create some wonderful, wonderful fashions with it, like the belt that you see here. And this is the leaf that Heidi is making. And also the earrings that I have on is also made out of a grocery bag.
Okay, now when you get it where it's together, you have a couple thicknesses, then you want to shape it.
Okay, now,
And then you want to...
I've got to get my job done
You
here.
want to set it aside to dry, because it's easier if you use one that's already dry, because it's hard. But yet, the nice thing about the tacky glue, too, is it stays flexible. You can put it right there in the middle. Okay, then you're going to put a thickness of the glue onto the brown bag. And if you just kind of use your finger and just kind of gob it on. Now, what you're actually going to do when we say burning brown bags, you're actually burning the wet glue. You need to cover the brown bag or it will catch on fire.
Okay, now this is a project for either adults or for children, but with children, obviously, you're going to have to supervise.
Now, can you see that that's turning black? And what you do is you keep it in the flame and keep it moving. Like that. And you can kind of hear it sizzling. See how it's getting black?
You keep kind of rotating it in the candle flame. Remember, you're burning wet glue, not dry glue.
And it will turn black and sooty. Okay, now it looks like it's just about done. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is to wipe off the soot. And you do it very carefully. And you kind of, as you do it, you kind of push.
See, underneath, like magic, it's turned to metal. It gives you the effect of metal underneath it.
Now, if I have any places here like that are white, then I would go back and...
Okay, now what Heidi is doing there is ruffling it up, and she's going to now give the patina look to it.
And by using rub and buff, which is like a gold or a copper paste, you just take and put your finger in it and just rub it on. And you don't want too much. You can always put more on. See how it kind of metallizes it?
Okay, now to get the greenish look, what happens?
Well, then they have one that's called patina. Oops. And they also have one that's called green.
Okay, now all of this, of course, are in the books. There are the ideas and the how-to, and it tells you exactly what you need in craft fashions to make and wear, and crafts for family fun. And we're kind of rushing you a little bit on this, Heidi, but this procedure is in the book and also in a workshop.
A video workshop.
In a video workshop. So join in the fun of creating something from nothing. Look for our instruction books and supplies at your favorite local craft shop, and for your videotapes or video workshops from us. And Heidi, thank you.
Harry, and I'm delighted to be here on Creative Living. I have a great new product to show you, and it's Bedford Bendable Ribbon. It's a wired ribbon that bends and stays in any shape. We have 3 neat poinsettia projects that I'd like to show you now. These are kits that are available, and the first one is a candle kit. It is a column candle with the little poinsettias surrounding it as a holder. We also have 2 taper candle holders, and it is a little bit larger poinsettia design there. I especially like the elegant look to the table setting kit. It has 4 nut cups, 4 little napkin rings, 4 of the place cards, and 4 of these neat little ornaments that would be wonderful favors. Our third kit is a poinsettia wreath, and wouldn't that look wonderful on any door or decoration? It'd be a great gift as well. What I'd like to also show you is that all of our kits come with complete instructions, good photographs, and excellent step-by-step illustrations so that we're sure every crafter will have a successful project. Now, what I'd like to do is show you how to actually make one of our little poinsettia flowers. The first thing that you'll do is use 1 1/4 inch wide green, and it's an 8-inch length, and I'm going to cut the points, and I'd like to do that by showing you how simple it is. I'm simply going to